Sports Life Talk.
Hey,
Cause this is Sports Life Talk.
hey,
You rock it with Sports Life Talk.
Life Talk.
Hot topics with Sports Life Talk. So come and get you some Sports Life Talk. They let us in the game, now we calling the shots. Things will never be the same, so forget what you thought. Cause life without sports ain't nothing but talk. Here we go now, finally a show that makes your heart pound. Profound, wonder what's running up through your thoughts now. About to drown all podcasts that be watered down. Tell them clowns it's a new era, and it's starting now. From 5 total strangers to 5 Power Rangers, approaching Sports Life Talk from 5 different angles. Get ready for the change up. We done turned the flame up. The topics that we bring up, we about to blow this thing up. Yeah, let's get it cracking. KT the head coach of Ms.Manhattan. Gemini Jones hold the throne, she be calling them out. Mr. United Surgeon B. Jones, the mouth of the South. From the cover athletes to the yeet of the week. We got what you need, we dropping what's hot in the streets. From copping new sneaks to locals popping, doing big things. From gossip and tea, let Kimberly pour you a dream. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you're feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, let the show begin. Sports Life Talk, who is them? Went from not listening and now you're tuning in. If you're feeling what you're hearing, tell a friend, tell a friend. Thank you for listening, now let the show begin.
Let's go.
Let's go. Welcome to another episode of Sports Life Talk, where life without sports is just talk. How y'all doing this evening? Everybody with their all black on.
Hey, we did do all black. Yeah, we didn't do it intentionally. Kevin and I Kevin, you changed hoodies. Kevin did a wardrobe change, but we just
for the You Got Next series, I got the You Got Next hoodie for the live show. I got my sports.
I ain't even changed, man. I took the dog for a walk, started working on some other stuff, man. I ain't even changed.
For a walk. Take your dog for a walk. Yeah. Take your dog for a walk. Not that you look back at it.
You gotta look back at it to make sure it's right. Let's go. Told you I'm ready tonight. Let's go.
Ooh, not to look back at it. How y'all doing? It is Wednesday, March 13th, 2024. I missed y'all.
No, you didn't.
So, you know what? I want to go ahead real quick and address the elephant in the room. Y'all, one of my eyes look bigger than the other. So
nobody paying attention to your eyes. Just bunny hop. Just do the bunny hop. You'll be okay.
Wait, speaking of Katie, damn it, I wore this shirt just for you.
Oh my goodness. Hey, and didn't nobody even pay attention to your eyes. Nobody was watching this and said, is one of her eyes bigger than the other?
And I would adjust my camera, but I'm scared because remember I had a malfunction that last time and everybody saw. So I don't want anybody to see that this time.
Well, welcome back. You full of life. You in full flavor, I see. You know what I'm saying?
I missed y'all. How y'all doing? What's up, B. Jones? How you feeling this evening?
Man, I'm feeling 10 toes down. Y'all know what it is. It's your favorite podcast. Welcome to the Sports Life Talk Experiences. Wednesday Night Live. We got this thing cracking, got it jumping. Shout out to everybody who out there that's watching this. If you're watching this and you're not on YouTube, what are you doing? You know where you need to go. Head over to YouTube so you can get in the comments, get in the chat. I think we got a pretty good one lined up for them tonight. What you say, KT?
We always have a good one lined up for people, B. Jones. That's never a question. We always gonna bring the energy. We're gonna bring the heat. We're gonna be consistent. All that good stuff. So,
all right, awesome. Ms.Manhattan, how you feeling down there, representing for the New York?
I'm good. I'm gonna give y'all a little disclaimer for tonight. So, Jada has a visitor over here, and y'all know I have I have a really wild dog. So if he starts like barking,
first of all, don't do Storm like that. Don't play with Storm like
for
that.
For real. Yeah, that's family.
Yeah, or if it starts getting out of hand and y'all see my camera fall, just know that everything's okay.
So are you talking about Storm?
Yes.
We already know
so your camera gonna fall, huh? Okay, we got you.
We already know how she treats Storm. Let me go on and hit up Storm, ask him, do we want to come spend the night? You know how you do Storm sometimes.
Yeah, so if he starts barking uncontrollably, just forgive me.
Okay.
And then once the barking stop, we're gonna call Peter or whoever we're supposed to call, SATA, whatever. We know how you do.
Facts. All right, KT, how you feeling this evening?
Man, Gemini, I went to putt today. I put it on my family. I played
you know what? Spring break. That's right. I'm like, what you mean?
Yeah, but Oh shoot, I forgot to play the lotto. Keep talking. I got to play the lotto.
I
man.
did, y'all. So let me tell y'all, speaking of lotto, so you can actually play online, you know,
I don't believe that's real though. I don't believe that. I believe that they
hold on. So I played and I did the Mega Millions, and I woke up this morning and had an email at 12:20 that said you have won. Y'all, I was about to disappear off the face of the earth, right? I opened the email. It said, "Congratulations, you won $30."
Hey, but I'm glad you won though, because I was nervous about that.
I played.
No, B. Jones, I win sometimes like $4, $8, $9, $14. I win something every now and then.
Okay.
You can pick your numbers, or you can, you know, it's just like at the gas. It's easier for me, but I think the time difference is different. Like I think if you go,
I just missed the cutoff, so hopefully nobody wins.
Yeah, if you go,
you win, Gemini. If you win, then yeah. Anybody else? No, I need to win it on Saturday.
How much money you gonna let me get? Let me get off for you, Gemini, if you win.
You know what? Because what is it? 582 million? Is that what? Yeah.
About 594, something like that.
Okay, so what does that get me? Like 300 after they take your taxes? 300.
You're looking at about 300.
That's still a lot of money.
You know what? I'm sorry. I'm gonna get everybody a milli. And like y'all can have a milli. That's how much I love y'all. Like I'm gonna give y'all. But let me tell you something black folks do. We already be calculating, even like when we start a new job, we calculate what our check gonna be. If we play the lottery, we calculate what we gonna do with the money before we even win.
Facts.
I got y'all.
You
Don't ask me for nothing else though.
No, I'm about to say you got to give me an extra meal. I'm gonna post those pictures that you don't want people to see. You better come on with it.
You can post them because I might make some more money.
Well, hold on, let's do this because I ain't gonna lie, I dream about this stuff all the time. I don't know if y'all do. I see this time. So how about next week? We're not gonna do it this week. Next week for the kickoff, let's do what we would do if we won the lottery. How about that? Y'all want to do that next week for the kickoff? I think that'll be
yeah.
Y'all may have to do it for the kickoff because I may not be here next Wednesday if I play it on Saturday and I win.
Because this is what I would be if I won.
Oh, that's cold blooded. See, that's why God ain't blessing you. That's why y'all quitters. Because both of y'all quit.
No, I didn't say I was gonna quit. I was gonna take out.
I'll be gone for a minute. I'll be gone for a minute. When I got back on, I'm gonna be half naked in an island in Fiji somewhere, my own private island named Pam's Island. Like that's my little half naked bellboy gonna be bringing me more drinks. But anyway, I took a whole detour. How y'all doing this evening? We good? We good?
We're good.
Let me pull up the slide, y'all. Who are we honoring this week? It is International. It is Women's Month. What is it?
Right. It's Women's Month.
Women's Month. And so we are celebrating a lot of fabulous ladies this month. And so this episode 215, is entitled HWIC, which in case you didn't know stands for Head Woman in Charge. And we are honoring none other than Miss Sheila Johnson. So KD, take it away with the read.
Sheila Johnson, a pioneering American businesswoman, co-founder of BET, and the first African-American woman billionaire. As the CEO of Salamander Hotels and Resorts since 2005, she oversees a diverse portfolio of luxury properties. Johnson is also a significant figure in the professional sports, holding ownership or partnership roles in 3 franchises: the Washington Capitals, the Washington Wizards, and the Washington Mystics. Her groundbreaking contributions extend to her role as team president, managing partner, and governor of the Washington Mystics. Johnson's impactful career spans business, hospitality, and sports.
Yo, that beat was rolling. Somebody turned that beat back on, man. I was over there freestyling. Hey, Sheila Johnson bad, though.
Let me tell you, I wish she was my auntie. Okay.
I'm trying to tell you. Sheila got it going on. Go, oh, Sheila.
Yeah.
I don't know the rest of the song.
Yeah, right.
Look at Ms.Manhattan. What they singing? I'm just gonna bob my head like I.
Right. Okay, y'all. Hold on.
Well, you
all right. Well,
while Gemini fix her camera, I'm gonna give y'all a little trivia. So be the first one to answer this one for a Sports Life Talk T-shirt. After doing some research, I found out that Bob Johnson and Sheila Johnson actually launched BET in 1980 on the dot. I think it was January the 25th, but because they didn't have enough programming, they were only using a 2-hour block on a daily basis. So in 1986 is when they actually got the full show format, or it might have been 83 or something like that. But my question to y'all is, one of my favorite shows was Rap City. And for those of you who all watch Rap City, we all remember Joe Claire and Big Tigger for the new people. But my question, y'all, is who was the original host of Rap City, who was also known as the mayor of Rap City? So be the first one to answer that one and get a Sports Life Talk T-shirt. Who was the mayor of Rap City, also the first host of Rap City on BET?
Yeah, he used to be in them streets, B. He was out there. He was wilding when he was the host.
Really? I don't even
remember.
remember.
Having a good time.
Oh, okay.
He was
okay.
like real entertaining.
Okay.
Well, it's a him. I just gave that away. It's a him. I'm just letting the nation know.
Well, I mean, we kind of knew that, but okay.
Yeah. But you know, a lot of people. Oh Lord, somebody check on Storm or.
Storm, if you can hear me, bark once if you okay.
That escalated super fast. I mean, like, it didn't even take 10 minutes. Like, she gave us this. She already knew something was cooking over there.
She did. Post Storm. All right, then, y'all. We are going to go ahead and move on. Make sure you get your bid in for that Sports Life Talk T-shirts. It is time for the Playmaker segment. And if you are new to the Sports Life Talk family, just know that the guys have been working hard behind the scenes to induct new people into our amazing, supportive, wonderful family. So, Kate.
It was the timing for me, though. You tried to wait on it. You tried to wait.
I was like, "Was you hurry up? Supportive."
I couldn't think of no more adjectives.
All right.
And
wow. Okay. Well, there we have it. So go ahead and do your thing, sir.
On Sunday, B and I got a chance to go and check out Athletes Unlimited, and we weren't disappointed. The vibe is different because every week the teams change, so you can see your favorite player get a chance to play with your other favorite player. Speaking of favorite players, we got a chance to see You Got Next alum, Maddie Secrets. As far as the games went, you had the trash talk, crossovers, elite shooting, the DJ was on point, and the announcer, Olivia West, brought the energy, and even the cameraman had swag. The atmosphere was electric, and you never know who you might see. B got a chance to meet former LSU Tiger and current Patriot Jalen Mills. So if you can't make it to a Wings game this season, which I hope you can, then go and check these women out.
All right, awesome. Shout out to them. B. Jones, do you have a local athlete?
yeah, well, my local athlete is a little bit cheap, but I could have gave Jalen Mills a local athlete because he is actually from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So shout out to him for giving me the time of day on Sunday. But my local athlete, I'm really going with a local team this week, and it goes back to if you look at the North Texas Lady Eagle. I don't know what North Texas mascot is, but they hired a coach called Jason Burton. His name Jason Burton over the offseason. And in Jason Burton's first year, that team has just taken it over. What makes the story kind of cool is the fact that he took a lot of like lower Division I kids with him, and they are like literally now in a mid-major, and they are tearing up all kind of, but they won the regular season championship. They fell a little bit short in the tournament. Shout out to Rice for winning the tournament, but shout out to Coach Burton and that UNT team. The ladies basketball team is on fire, and Kevin, I'm hoping they make it to the big dance and upset somebody here in the next couple of weeks.
Oh, they're gonna make it to the big dance. They'll definitely make it there. North Texas has to be there.
All right, awesome. So it is time for the local business.
Well, hold on. We gotta just Kevin talked about the UA. I gotta give y'all the UA update because I promised y'all we was gonna give y'all a UA update after in week 2. Now number 1 on the leaderboard is Alicia Gray with 3,679 points. And she was absolutely cold. Got to watch her do her thing. Kevin, her game didn't flourish. I don't know what happened to Alicia Gray when she got out of Dallas, but she is a different player. She was in unstoppable Mamba mode on Sunday. Natasha Cloud, who was one of the best players in the WA, in my opinion, she showed out. She is number 2 right now on the leaderboard. Number 3 is Tiffany Mitchell. And number 4 is Odyssey Sims, who we didn't get a picture with her, but KT and I got opportunity to meet and shake hands with Odyssey Sims after her game 1.
All right. Now is it time for the local business?
Yes.
All right. It is time for the local business, y'all. So Sunday, I went to dinner with a friend. KD, do you have one as well? No? Okay. Sunday, I went to dinner with a friend and we went to an Italian restaurant because I've been eating a lot of Mexican food and I was craving some Italian. And we went to a restaurant called Roma Cocina. And it was absolutely amazing. I was a little nervous because when we pulled up, it was an ambulance and a fire truck outside. Didn't stop me though. I figured the food must be fire. Y'all get it? Anyway. So I went on ahead and stepped up in the joint. I didn't see nothing happen. So I actually think that they were at another business, maybe something next door or whatever. But I had a raspberry lemon martini and it was really, really good. It's the best I've had. And then I also had, I had lasagna, and then a friend of mine had some pasta, and it was really, really good. Came with some bread with the butter, and a little salad with like this different kind of dressing. It was so good. It was really good. I would definitely recommend it. I did not get any dessert though because we were already full. But shout outs, it is in, it's actually in Allen, south of Bethany, and like Greenville or something that's out my way. But if y'all, that was not corny, Katie, damn it. That was a real joke. Anyway.
We all assuming you got a hot meal.
I did. It was to die for. Wah, wah, wah. I'm killing y'all with the jokes. But anyway, you know what? Whatever, Katie, damn it. So anyway, that is what I have. Are we crushing on anybody this week, Katie?
Well, KB had been over to the fellas last week. So me and Kevin, we did a little bit of conversing in the background. That's right. We actually thought of who we was going to shout out. And I don't have a picture. So please forgive me, fellas, for not having a picture queued up. But go to your IG right now and search Tabria Majors. Search Tabria Majors. She is, I'm talking about muy caliente. The firefighters needed to put her out because she dope. She is actually a model, and she's actually a plus size model, but absolutely just gorgeous. And y'all check out. So we're gonna keep it simple.
All right,
I like it.
Okay, thank y'all for liking somebody with a little meat on the bones. I like that. Yes. Nothing wrong with you. All right. Here is our kickoff question. Boom. All right. So kickoff question is, you are starting a business, okay? You want your business to be successful, but you can only hire women. Starting with your leadership team, who are your first 5 hires that you're going to hire to build your business and why? So who would like to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going to start my own sports and entertainment venue.
Oh,
right.
Okay. Like a building complex.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and it's also going to host a new WNBA franchise. And here's the kicker. It's going to be in Iowa, because they love women's basketball in Iowa. So I'm going to get women from different sports. So I'm going to get Julie Ertz from soccer, Venus Williams from tennis. I'm going to get Trish Stratus from wrestling, and I'm going to get Sue Bird from basketball. And as far as the entertainment side, since she's so hot right now, I'm going to go with Taylor Swift.
Ooh.
So like I said, the sports venue, we're going to have soccer games there, tennis matches, concerts, wrestling events, and of course, we're going to host the WNBA franchise that's in Iowa. So that's what I got.
Okay, B. Jones.
Y'all say y'all want to go with me? KD, you don't want to go because I don't want to use up none of the big names. Y'all
go ahead.
Okay. You're not gonna.
All right, so I am going to actually strike. They say you can't reinvent the wheel. You don't need to. I'm not going to reinvent the wheel. We are going to do BET, except we're going to do it again. We're going to reload it. We're going to relaunch it. Sheila has given me the reins and the keys, so we're going to create a new channel celebrating and supporting Black entertainment. I am going to first bring in Shonda Rhimes because she is one of the dopest producers and writers in the game. But because it's a new version and we want to connect with the young, I got to get Issa Rae. So Issa Rae is going to be over my director of programming. She's going to be able to put all the new shows out there. Now, this is a director out there who's super dope. We don't talk about her enough in the game, but Lena Waithe, if anybody know her, she is going to be part of this amazing team. I also think she's going to bring in some diversity with some different cultures in the LGBT community. Now, every good radio station or good TV entertainment station got to have good music, right? So I had to think of a business person who was really great at business and excellent at music, and I had to call up Rihanna. Rihanna is going to come and be the head of my music department, and she's also going to be helping us out with sales. She knows how to run different businesses. And then lastly, you need somebody for the legal department. I had to get somebody who was a politician by day, but I'm going with Stacey Abrams out of Georgia. She is one of the dopest lawyers in the country. She going to keep all our paperwork tight and all of that stuff. But we're going to have a lot of great programming for everybody to watch on this new TV station.
Okay, Katie.
Okay, so of course you kind of follow my path. I would swear I
tried to let you go first.
on my Google Doc. But no, okay. So I want like a production where you can record podcasts, like whether it's audio or digital, like video. And then also it'll be a space for you to create content because, we're in a world of content creation, and also a venue that like hosts small, intimate events. So the women that I decided to go with is, of course, Issa Rae, creative director. She'll also help in the production. Wheezy from WTF Media. This woman is so dope. She's like very artsy. She has a media company. I just feel like she'd open doors easily, but you still got to work for it. Tracy G from Sway in the Morning. I feel like she'll host really good kind of like mental health events. And then also she just talks so phenomenally. So I like Tracy G. And then, of course, to go with the events, we're going to always need a DJ. So we're going to go with DJ Millie. And then last but not least, of course, you need an attorney for all things to make sure everything's in order. And I decided to go with Laura Wasser, which is the attorney for the Kardashians.
Okay, awesome. Well, I am going to take a different direction, and I'm going to go with, of course, the fashion and beauty industry. Okay. So, I mean, who else on my board of directors but the one and only Beyonce? I mean, she's got the hair care line, she's got the fashions, she's got, just everything. She's got the music on lock. So she has to be a part of it in some type of way to make sure everything goes off smoothly. And to hit the younger generation, I'm going to go with Zendaya. So she can reach out to the young girlies. And then for the older ladies, I gotta have Angela Bassett because, you, honey. She gonna make you feel bad. You 60 and looking toe up. So gotta have Angela Bassett. And I don't know if you guys are familiar, but there is a fashion kind of guru. Her name is Claire Summers. She does like Fashion Bomb Daily and stuff. She hosts a lot of events. She styles people as well. So of course I would like her. And then attorney-wise, because I don't need nobody coming at me sideways. And I know she is not a typical attorney, but she's an attorney. I'm gonna go with Jalen Hurts' agent.
Yeah, she dope. Nicole, yeah, she got married.
Nicole, I can't remember what her name is, but absolutely her, to make sure all my legal affairs are in order. So them's my ladies. He said, bring your American Express. You absolutely right.
I like it.
Bring your monies.
Yeah, I really like this question because it kind of made you jump in your creative bag and then kind of like prepare yourself for when y'all win these millions of dollars and we gotta go ahead and create this business.
But you know what's
crazy? I would also like Rihanna because Fenty is killing it. Like I love Fenty. So on the makeup side, the beauty side, I would love to use Rihanna. But
well, you know what's crazy is that we didn't talk about who we were gonna select. And we all came up with the agent thing. Like everybody knew you had to have a lawyer on this team. So except Kevin, Kevin lawyerless. So he gonna be shut down in 6 weeks. But
hey, it's gonna be like the Fire Festival.
Walking violation waiting to happen. But the other three of us had attorneys. And Jim, Rihanna barely beat out Beyonce for my director of music. I was trying to couple her with Jay-Z. I said that wouldn't. I was kind of thinking of power couples. Because I almost brought Serena on, KT. You brought in Venus. Serena's husband actually was part of Netflix. So I thought about those too, but Beyonce was close. Rihanna got it, though. Rihanna got her. She making more money doing other stuff like Fenty and stuff like that. So Rihanna better than Beyonce.
All right. It is time for the Manhattan Project. Hey, all right. So, Ms. Manhattan, what you got for us this week?
So before, actually, you know what? I'm gonna hold my mad question asking. So last week we talked about Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So are we gonna get into the recap first before we ask the question?
Yeah, let's do the recap first. Let's knock out the recap. Gemini, have you seen it all first? Have you done all 8 episodes? Okay, let's go to work.
All right, so we're going to recap 4 through 8. That's correct, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm going to go on ahead and get to the end. So do y'all think that the couple survived, or who do y'all think died? Like, what did y'all say? Or who was unalived? Sorry.
I mean, because I want these two to come back for season 2. So, of course, they had to survive because their chemistry is amazing. Now, that episode was a little... Go ahead.
How would you say they survived, though?
Because she went out there and she had, what, 1 shot?
She had 1 shot, but it was 3 shots at the end. So that's what's kind of confusing. Yeah. The only reason I think they survived is because I think it was 2 shots. I think she shot at her. They shot at each other. That was the boom, boom. And then you remember the other shot kind of took about 1.5 seconds to go off. I think she shot the other dude. And I think they survived too, KT.
I don't know, because John was looking kind of poor on that floor over there. He was
hurting.
2 seconds from that ghost coming up out of him. So I don't know. I missed. Let me just say this. I missed last week, so I'm sure y'all recap episodes 1 through 3.
1 through 4. We did 1, 2, 3, and 4.
But let me just say this. He irritated me so bad the entire series because she was so much more, I don't know, it's like she took her work duties more seriously than what he did. And he was just like, if she didn't handle business, I don't even know. Like the fact that I forgot what episode it was with Michaela, whatever her name is.
That was 7.
Yeah, 7.
That was 7. Yeah, that was.
She said it took him a month. Like, why are you procrastinating? Like, I don't know. I liked him in the show, but I didn't like him in the show. You know what I mean? Like,
you like the actor, but you didn't like the way that he was acting.
Yes,
the character.
yes.
The character.
I mean, they did good together. I did like that, but he was on in them little bitty shorts. Boy, if you put them shorts away.
Yo, I liked the little shorts, especially when he was in the water when I think they were camping or glamping, and then he had the little white undies. I don't know. I thought it was funny, the little shorts.
I'm gonna say, oh my bad, you're finna get go ahead and say.
No, go ahead.
No, I think they did a great job with. I think they did a great job with showing the lifespan of a relationship, right? They showed you the new love and this trip to Aspen. It's so cute, you fight, and then they showed the couples therapy. It was I died laughing when they burnt that woman's house down. She said, "Don't touch the piano," and the wood was all from a childhood. They said, "Wait a minute, you recording us?" Oh my goodness, I couldn't stop. I couldn't breathe. I was laughing so hard they burnt it down. But the whole fact is they showed you the lifespan of this relationship, and I think it was intentional that he took 30 days because he was trying to get validation from him. If you notice, Michaela was validating him, making him feel good about himself, and he felt demasculated and insulted by his wife at the house. So he was out there in them streets looking for something. He didn't have sex with her. But it was all intentional. I think that was the purpose that the writer wanted to get across was he could have killed the girl in day 1, but he needed something that he wasn't getting at home, and he found it in her.
Not only that, but she also had her guard up. Like, she didn't want to put that guard down to allow her emotions to get too invested into him, not knowing if this is going to be a temporary situation. So that made it hard for him too, because I think he liked her, and I think he let it be known.
But like she said, she had a hard time expressing her feelings. So she liked him. She said it throughout the show that she liked him and everything. So, but the one thing I liked about this series, well, I like the whole series, but episode 6 is when they really was acting. When they were going at it and,
oh man,
at the campfire.
Oh wow,
man,
yeah.
That was brilliant acting right there.
Kevin, it made me feel a little uncomfortable too, man. I was like, I had my arms crossed. It was like, oh my goodness, they was taking shots. They was taking shots at each other.
Like, man, who is your emergency contact? He said his mom, and she said, well, you're mine.
Yeah, so, honestly, I didn't think they were going to survive that. I didn't think they were going to survive that because, and I'm going to tell you, my last comment on this show is, you know how we always talk about this messiness in these relationships? Hi was messy. Hi created a lot of tension between them. It's always that person that's not in the marriage or not in the relationship that keeps inserting themselves. And if Hi wouldn't have put it in her head, like, we want you to be this and that, and we see you going places, and is your partner carrying you the right way? And all of a sudden, once she got in her head that she was all that in the bag of chips, she started treating the man a little bit different. Because she even said it. I like learning from you. She had never killed anybody. He had killed 14 people, 13 on purpose, 1 on accident. And so I felt like Hi was super messy. But like I said, I love the fact of how they told the story. And it was 2 stories almost stacking at once along with each other.
Yeah, I like that they didn't really go together initially. Like, when you first looked at them, you was like, Because if we look at the original Mr. and Mrs. Smith, which was Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt, like, they were 2 gorgeous people, or whatever, and these 2 just look like average. You might see them in Walmart, picking up fruit, whatever. And so I like, you know what I'm saying? They weren't like these glamorous people, whatever, and they were just 2 ordinary people that kind of came together that you never would have put together. So when they started falling in love, I'm like, oh, this is what happened when you start being around somebody every day. You start liking them, loving them, all that stuff. But he knew he was wrong for asking for a baby. Honey, we damn near got killed by a machete, and you want to talk about having a baby. If you don't get somewhere, sit down. No. It
showed you the power of proximity, though. It showed you a lot of these relationships happen due to proximity. And what I mean by that is you around a person enough and you get intimate and get to know them and who they are, you start seeing some stuff that you might didn't see at the club. And that's good and bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
But then I want to talk about the original Mr. and Mrs. Smith, the other couple. The one that came at the episode 8 to try to kill him. That they had
I knew something was up with them.
Well, they gave it away that they were the ones that killed the other Mrs. Smith at the very beginning of the show.
Yeah.
In that first episode, they killed the dude from True Blood and the other lady.
Yes. Alexander Skarsgård or whatever.
Yeah. And then they said, yeah, they killed a Smith. It was a high risk when they sent them on that mission.
Yeah,
I love that show, man.
But they had other Smiths though. They had a bunch of people with them in that Range Rover. It wasn't just them two. That's what kind of threw us off. But yeah, that was the high risk part, and I love it. I can't wait for season 2. So I guess that kind of rolls into your next part, Ms.Manhattan, perfectly.
Yeah, so it's definitely going to be an anthology series. So my question to y'all is, who would y'all pick as the next, who would you cast for the next season of Mr. and Mrs. Smith?
First of all, I want them back.
Me too.
I want them back. I don't want to go from like season to season because then people start losing interest in the show. Yeah. That's what happened with True Detective. Season 1, they had somebody
off the chain. Season 2 just wasn't strong. Season 3 off the chain.
But if you'd had the same actors, it would have probably been better.
No, I agree with you.
I don't know, because that show White Lotus, first and second season both are really good. So
I love White Lotus.
Yeah, and then American Horror Story, like that's where on the 9th season. So it's just a matter of
Horror Story, though. It's like the same people playing different characters at times too. Though
true. We still had a familiarity with the Angela Bassett's, and it's the same characters coming back season after season.
Somebody else.
They just changed the storyline.
But I'm gonna give you the one that I gave last week, and I have some more if we have time. But mine will be Michael B. Jordan and Janelle Monáe. I think they would make a hell of a Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
I would choose. I don't know who I would choose with her. I can't think of a male actor that I would choose with her, but I would love to see Issa Rae. Goofiness, kind of lightheartedness, like I could just see her, if something happens, like when those odd things happen, I could just see her personality, in that. I don't know who I would pair her with, because I feel like I would need to pair her with somebody who doesn't quite go with her, like somebody odd and off. I don't know, Steve Carell. I don't know, like something like odd like that. Like, I'm not saying Steve Carell. I'm just saying like an oddness of that to kind of match the oddness of, I forgot what her name is in Donald Glover. So.
Maya Erskine.
Yeah, her. Yeah. So.
All right. Well, for me, I can't even say these people's names, but Yara Shahidi. And she's the young lady that's in Grownish and Blackish, the oldest sister. Mm-hmm. I think, I'm trying to go with a little bit of younger kind of crowd. And I think she has the look and kind of that image that I want for my female agent. And for my male agent, his name is Zolo Mariduena, but y'all may know him as the Blue Beetle, or he's on Karate Kid, the TV show. He plays the Hispanic. See, I kind of wanted to keep that whole diversity type thing going, where you got these two different cultures. So you got a guy who is definitely Hispanic, and then you got the young lady who's African American, and you're gonna put them in the same household. So I'm going with those two. They're young, and plus my boy Zolo, he can actually fight. Like, you know what I'm saying? He kind of got that action series type experience where I don't think they did a good job with showing us Donald Glover and Maya's skills. In one episode, when they was like in the Swiss Alps or whatever, when they was in Rome or whatever, and he bought the house, they showed us how they could shoot and stuff. But outside of that, I don't think they really did a good job showing us they fighting skills and stuff.
Not even whenever they were kind of going through the city and fighting and shooting.
That's the one I'm talking about. That's the one episode they showed us they could shoot. And they showed us
in Italy, I think, weren't they?
In Italy. And they showed she could fight when she fought the dude in the elevator and at the top of the building. But outside of that, we didn't really, like, every time Childish Gambino got in a fight, he was getting handled. He got handled he got handled even at the end by old girl.
She was tearing him up.
Yeah, we never really see him go thug out. He fought her. Yeah, so.
Yeah, so I don't know if y'all remember the movie Queen and Slim. Like, I would like to pick them again, but if I had to cast somebody new, I would pick Zazie Bates and Nate Parker.
I thought about her too. She cold.
Yeah, she cold.
Because wasn't she in Deadpool? I think
Yes.
She's Domino. She's Domino.
Yeah.
She was on the last train, last bullet train or something like that. Bullet train with Brad Pitt.
She was on Harder to Kill.
She was in that joint too.
Yeah.
So that
that's
was
who I was.
KT, who was your other ones? I'm curious because I was gonna go with Zendaya and Tom Holland, and I thought for sure somebody else was gonna say Zendaya and Tom Holland, and nobody said that.
I couldn't take him seriously in that role.
Right. But he got some action star stuff on this.
Yeah, but I don't know. I couldn't take him. Now her, yes. Him, probably not though. No.
I don't know, but in the Coming Home, the last Spider-Man, where they all came together, he kind of did some things in that movie.
Yeah.
Now, Katie, damn it, you going to come on the show and tell us, but I don't even know who them people is. So, hey, Kevin, who are your backups, KT? Who was the other ones you said that you had if you had more time?
Zoe Saldana and Lakeith Stanfield.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Kevin, call them up and get that one booked.
And then the other with the whole interracial relationship, I was going to go, they're both in Marvel, but Brie Larson and Anthony Mackie.
I don't like Anthony Mackie. I like Anthony Mackie. I don't like him in this show. I don't like him as a Mr. Smith.
And then I had Nicole Parker and her husband Boris Kojo. I think they would be able to pull it off too. That was just
too old.
And
I feel like they could come on as like an older Mr. like the other Smiths. I feel like they could come on as that, but I don't think that they could support the whole.
No, they've been smithing for 20 years and
exactly. Well,
he was on the show back in the day with the young lady. She was on Loki, the black actress. She was in the other movie with Kevin Hart that just came out on Netflix too.
Oh, I watched that.
It was like a Mr. and Mrs. Smith type show. It was on NBC back in the day.
Yeah.
Really? Didn't know that.
It was pretty good, but they didn't give us a shot back then. So.
All right. Is that it for the Manhattan Project?
Yes. Oh, so I think we're gonna do Griselda next.
Yes, because I'm finished. Oh no, I'm on the last episode.
I'm on episode I think 2 or 3. Hey, Griselda off the chain though. Why in the world did I find myself supporting a drug dealer? Like when you watch Cocaine Cowboys, Griselda was an absolute monster. She was killing people left and right. And I'm watching this show like I hope Griselda lives so she can kill 1,000 people later on in life. And I mean,
but what does everybody know what happened to her like in real life?
Yeah, but don't tell them because they may, but yeah.
Okay, because that trips me out that's what happened to you in real life. Like,
yep.
Anyway, we'll talk about that next time. So,
okay.
Right.
That's what we'll watch next, and then we'll do like a half. We'll split it up like we did this show.
I was going to ask you, are we going to do 2 different Griseldas or are we going to do one all in one show? We just going to break it down into 2?
Episodes, so let's do 4.
It's how many?
We do this on a Mac. You gotta do 2. It's like, or if you do this, it'll show hearts. Yeah.
Oh Lord.
You never seen that?
Yeah, we've seen it before.
Yeah, it did it a couple of times. Look, Lord, it froze me up now.
Great job.
So how many episodes is on it?
8. And they're like an hour long, so they're long episodes.
Okay, yeah, we'll split it up.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, don't do that again.
Ever.
I really want to wait till B comes back because I have a very, very, very good question for the Uncut Gem today. And is he back? There he is. You back, B?
Oh Lord, I don't know. Just keep rocking. I get this fixed.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I hear y'all perfectly.
Okay. All right. So my question is this. If you could know the exact day and time of your death, would you want to know why or why not?
I say I don't want to know it because I really like living my life on the edge. So it's like if I just live my life every day, then it's like I'm living it to its fullest. So I feel like when you know, it's just like you're just waiting for it. or you'll be sad about it, or you'll find something to be mad about, or people will treat you differently because, you know, if you're sharing the news, like I only have 3 months left to live. So I'd rather not know.
Okay. KT, do you have a different answer?
No, because that's some trippy stuff, knowing when you're going to die. I don't want that. I don't, like KD said, you'll be sitting there thinking about it.
But say you know that on March 14th at 3:14 p.m. you are going to be in a car accident. Would you not get in the car at 3:13? Or would you feel like
well, here's the thing though, but you can't escape death. So I probably wouldn't go in the car, but now I'm gonna probably get hit by a brick or something that's falling out the sky. You know what I'm saying? It's just, no, I do not want to know. I'd rather just go out peacefully and just, I'm with KD, because if I know I'm not gonna be able to live my life to the fullest, know I'm about to die and I got a family. You know what I mean?
What if you found out that you weren't gonna die until you were like 90 though?
Still don't want to know.
So it wouldn't make a difference, like you're knowing, like if you were to know like your age, like you're gonna live to be 94. Would you be like, whew, okay? You still would want to know?
No.
B. Jones, would you want to know?
Hell no. No, you don't want to know. Listen, because I'm gonna tell you something. It's gonna be sugar sweet when they say, "Hey, you got 40 years to live." You're gonna be like, "I ain't got 40 years to live. I'm gonna make the most of it." And then when that year 30 get around, you're gonna be like, "Oh damn, I ain't got but 10 years to live." And then the stress, and it just won't. It's gonna be an uncomfortable way of living. It's all sugar sweet at the beginning, but as you get closer to your time of expiration, it's a reason why them people on death row they be calling up folks and asking forgiveness, and because when you start looking death in the face, it's a total different environment, total different vibe.
Okay. All right. Good to know. That's all I got for the Uncut Truth.
Yeah, I want to know what you were smoking to come up with that question. This thing took a dog.
Because y'all, and please, Lord, please, I believe in the power of the tongue, so I'm not sitting up here saying that I want to die. But I am very intrigued. I don't know. I'm very intrigued by death. Like when I'm at a funeral, I'm literally sitting there wondering, like, do you hear me? Do you hear my thoughts? Like, I wonder what people's last thoughts were. I wonder, like, if they're like listening to all of these things that people are saying about them. I don't know. It's very intriguing to me. And so sometimes I get caught up watching random like funerals and stuff on Instagram. And so, whoa.
Oh Lord, I might have another. What is going on?
So I just wondered, you know, if that's if I would really want to know, because I feel like I could prepare my family. Now, honestly, I don't have an answer. I think I'm leaning more towards no, but I could prepare my family. I actually watch too many crime shows.
You sure do.
Yeah, I do. But I don't know, like, just I would live life to the fullest. Like, I would try to do everything. I would get my life set up. I would get everything set up for my family when I'm leaving. I would plan my own funeral. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just weird. Sorry.
Well, you know, the whole thing, we thinking like their thoughts, you know, people seeing, they can still see us when they're gone, you know, looking down. Well, my mom will give me a whooping when I get up there with her, some of the stuff I be doing. So I don't know. I know she can
saying. Like,
hold up, Jesus. Come here, Kevin. I'm probably gonna get a whooping right then and there, but then I'll be good. Let's go.
You know, and especially people, like, I often wonder, I know this is like creepy as hell, like what somebody's last thought is. Is your last thought like, oh shit, I'm about to die? Like, you know what I'm saying? Or no? You know what I'm saying? Like you, because for instance, and I know this might sound crazy, but my cousin passed away from breast cancer, I believe in 2016. And my cousin's, her brother called me and told me it was the middle of the night, and he was saying how, like right before she passed, she just had like this scared look on her face. Like, I don't want to know like anytime immediately, but like what is happening in that moment when you are slipping out of your body? Like, I don't know why that's fascinating to me.
So Gemini, let me ask you this.
See like loved ones and stuff.
So let me ask you this question, Gemini. Let's say you find out somehow mysteriously, miraculously, they say, hey, you're gonna die in about 10 years and it's gonna be in a car accident. Like, are you not gonna start? I mean, like, are you still gonna get in cars knowing that one day you're gonna get in a car accident and it's gonna take your life? Or like that day, are you gonna try to not get in the car? Because you might try to change your future. You might try to change your outcome.
I watched all 7 of the Final Destination films.
Yeah,
I know how that was.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If you try to stop it, don't you still die from like? Oh,
that's what I'm saying. Like I said, a brick
I feel like if I try to stop it, it's gonna be worse. Like, I might get in a car accident and die instantly and not feel a thing. But I feel like if I don't get in the car that day, like Kevin said, I might get hit by a brick and die slow. You know, I don't feel like I want to cheat death in that way. I just, you know, I don't know. Sorry, y'all. That was a little morbid and a little creepy.
Yeah, I can't believe we came to this conversation, Jim. Now go watch some Lifetime, like somebody was saying. I don't know. Goodness.
Sorry, y'all. All right, so it is time for the drop.
So I don't really have any new music. So if we want to just go ahead and go straight towards the Coach's Groove, what you got for this week, KT?
Oh, so this week, we know that Sheila Johnson, she's a Jill of all trades. So I'm going to go back to a song. It was probably in the late 80s, maybe early 90s. I'm not sure. Gemini, you probably will know because you were there when they produced it. Karen White had a song called Superwoman. Even though it said, I'm not your superwoman, but for Sheila Johnson, she's our superwoman. So we can't hear you. You're muted. And I'm pretty sure you want to see that.
And make sure that your coffee has sugar and cream. Your eggs are over easy. Look at Katie. She said, "What y'all thinking about?"
Well, I mean, it was a beautiful song.
You don't know the song, Katie? Oh,
I never went over
that song came out.
Let me tell you, that was every woman's anthem. That whatever year that was, whether you were single, married, it didn't matter. That was every woman's anthem that year.
Yeah, it was unstoppable. That song is elite. It is in the history books. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame got Superwoman somewhere in that thing because that song was the ish at that time.
It was. Yep. All right, y'all got some sneakers. I need some new sneakers. What's happening?
Oh, yeah, we got some sneakers coming out. So I decided to skip ahead. There's a lot of sneakers that's dropping this month, and I'm going to be real with you. Some of these colorways are just too close to the colorways I got, so I had to skip ahead. So this is all the way on 420, which some of y'all going to be doing something else on 420. But for us sneakerheads, we're going to be out there copping these artisanal reds. Now, this is an interesting colorway because Kevin and I both have a pair of shoes that's kind of maroonish that looks very similar to this, but this is a new colorway on the Jordan brand side of it. So I don't know. I found it fascinating. It looks like it's going to be a fully leather sneaker as well. So I'm super excited about this joint, and I don't know. I'm going to get y'all opinions on it, but it'll retail at $185. It's a Jordan 1. It's a high top. Of course, y'all know you can change out the laces, kind of flip them, flop them, do what you're going to do. But this one is about a month and a half or a month and 1 week out. So we'll take it around the room. KT, we'll start with you. Is you copping or not?
Well, they look too similar to these. But
they're different red. I thought about
I know they're
that.
different, but when you look at it, they kind of look the same. But to answer your question, yes, I will get them.
All right. What about you, Ms.Manhattan?
I like these, so it's a thumbs up for me.
What?
You sure? This is your last week voting.
I was about to say, I can't believe she approved. Oh my goodness, we won one. All right, Gemini.
It's not a color that I'm that is in my closet much, so I wouldn't.
You ain't got nothing plum. You ain't got nothing plum in your closet, or Okay. Well,
Sheila, she got something that matched those shoes. I ain't believing her on this.
If I do, it's like one thing, so it's
that's
not.
all you need is one thing to bring that out.
Yeah, and plus, you always, you don't have to buy sneakers that match with the clothes. I mean, people wear, you can wear off different, off colors with other outfits. You don't have to keep with that same color.
But if I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna get something else.
I ain't gonna say no more on it. I try. All right, y'all. Y'all ready to go to the pick six?
Let's go.
Let's go. Ooh, that beat every time it hits, it gets me super excited. All right, so let's start this thing with the refs are becoming super fragile in the NBA right now. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at a video that I prepared that recently happened at the Atlanta Hawk game.
Tony Brothers was trying to talk to DeJounte Murray there, and he blew him off, and then he went, okay, you don't want to talk? Get a T.
That's Tony, but you don't want to hear it. I'm trying to come to you. You blow me off. Yeah, that is Tony.
You get a T. You get a T.
So my question to y'all, after watching that video, is it time to start finding refs? Is that a little bit too much? I mean, the dude just said, get out my face. I don't even want to talk to you.
It wasn't even like that. It was just like a...
It doesn't matter. He doesn't have to talk to the referee if he don't want to.
I've never seen anything like that in my life. I'm baffled that a superstar, because DeJounte Murray is legitimately a star, and he may not be a mega star, but he is a star in the NBA. He one of the top 30, 40 players in the league. I can't believe that a referee teed him up for saying, I'm done with it. I'm over it. Let's move on. When it should have been like, hey, all right, well, you know what? You don't want an explanation. You don't want to talk about it. Then that's on you. Because most players want an explanation why they didn't get the call or why they did get the call. So I'm not understanding. But Kevin, do you think they need to start fining and suspending these referees?
Yes, they need to do that in the NFL. They need to do it in the NBA. That's egregious, B. Jones. Because I don't want to talk to you, you gonna tee me up? My job is not to talk to referees. It's my job to out there get buckets, not talk to you.
Well, how you feel about the Rudy Gobert? Gobert actually did the money sign, and he was disrespecting the referees.
We all knew what he was saying when he did that, so that's a little different.
Yeah, that was a little bit different.
That's different. We know that the NBA has come under scrutiny because of Donahue. So yeah, he went too far, and I don't like Rudy Gobert anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Hey, he about to get a lot of buckets going on as the rest of the season transpires. All right, let's switch this thing over to the NFL a little bit. Y'all know I just love the NFL. Let's talk about the picture that KT sent me earlier this week, which I wish he would have sent me the whole article. He had me go searching for an article. But in this picture, it talked about...
Stop being lazy. Go do some work, research.
If he would have sent the article, you still wouldn't have read it. So
I would have read. Who does that? Who says, "Hey, I got homework for you. Here's a news post." go.
I just posted a pic. They're talking about they're getting empty. Then you can go look it up.
Like, that's not sharing the news with me. That's just sharing the headline with me. But anyway,
that's just like B. Jones. You sent me a picture of just he doesn't really do this, everybody. But you sent me a picture of a beautiful woman.
Yeah, my wife.
I'm gonna go back and be like, "Hey, can I see the article?" No, I'm be like, appreciate that, brother. Come on.
Yeah, you gonna throw that name in the search engine. All right, here we go. But in this picture that Kevin, the highly debated picture that KT sent to me was the Chiefs fans. It has been reported that dozens of Chiefs fans had to get amputations following the playoff game against the Miami Dolphins, which was reported to be negative 27 degrees, what it felt like on your skin. But I think the report was that it was like a negative 10 in reality. They played this game on ice. They cleaned up the field. Somehow they got it to happen. Chiefs win the game, but the fans ultimately lose. In your own opinions, who's at fault? Do you blame the fan? Do you blame the NFL? Who do you feel like should be held accountable for these people? Or it doesn't matter? We'll start with you, Manhattan.
So I definitely blame the NFL and the home team. The home team knew what they was doing with the home team advantage, having the game there. I mean, look, you could have had it in like a sunny, nice, beachy area, but you chose to keep it here. I don't know. I feel like we should bend the rules for times like this because the fans did pay their money. So I don't know. I think they're wrong.
But
what about you, Ed Reed?
The NFL didn't tell you that you had to come to this game. You could have easily watched your game at home. So I'm not blaming the NFL.
A once in a lifetime opportunity.
So that's okay. I'm telling you right now, and B. Jones can attest to this. If it's even a little bit cold outside or in a gym, I'm not going. So you tell me it's gonna be a -20 outside, the wind chill, and you want me to be out there for 4 hours to support the team? You crazy.
Y'all ever seen roly polies? When y'all was a kid, you had the little roly poly, you touch them, they all roll. That's like Kevin when the wind hit him. He going
in them gyms, it'd be cold. I'm like, B, man, I'm finna mess around and go home, dude. I can't take it. But like I said, the NFL, okay, so the NFL could have rescheduled the game for another time. I agree with that. But they didn't tell you they didn't tell you had to go to the game either. They just put the product out there. You could have easily said, hey, you can stay at home. Go ahead, Jim.
Well, Gemini, we'll let you get the second to last thought. Now I drop mine last, but go ahead.
Oh no, I just want to ask, where was this game played again?
In Kansas City, Missouri.
Kansas City, Missouri. Okay, I'm gonna ask this. So I'm going to assume that this is an open stadium.
Yes, it is an outdoor stadium.
But that's a home field advantage. Miami, they can't play in that kind of weather. They don't like playing in that kind of weather.
But
they didn't play
that's
well
my point. If that's the kind of weather that you have, why do you have an open stadium?
For that very reason.
I think so too. I think for that very reason to give you a home field advantage. For that exact reason. I'm gonna say this. Kevin, I see what you're saying. At the end of the day, we all have to be accountable for ourselves. I don't think that the fans should pass accountability 100% to the NFL, but I'm gonna say this. I'm one of the parts that I feel is a weakness of myself is sometimes I'm too empathetic and I take the underdog side on stuff because of that empathy. And I'm imagining myself buying a ticket a week in advance, 2 weeks in advance or whatever to a football game. And all of a sudden I hear that the weather is going to be bad, right? And then you call up the NFL, you say, hey, I can't go to this game. It's going to be super bad. I got some health issues, blah, yada, 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 whoop-de-woo. And they say, hey, we're not giving you your money back. Now, we all know that a regular season ticket to the NFL going to cost you $150 to $200. That's to go sit and watch them play anybody in the regular season in October. So now you know that a playoff ticket is running you $400, $500, $600, $700, and with the defending champ Kansas City Chiefs, these tickets could have been $800, $900, man. I think you put the fan in a very, very, very difficult situation to make those types of intelligent decisions when you say, hey, it's your health on the line. You know what I'm talking about? I personally feel the NFL should have took a little bit of responsibility and said, hey, we'll give you some of your money back. We'll give you your money back. Or, we'll give you tickets to it. We're not going to give you your money back, but if we make it to the next round, we'll give you tickets to the next game. Something should have been done to help these people to alleviate this, because if I'm just a middle-class American, which I don't even think the middle class exists anymore, that is a lot of money to be losing and sacrificing for the NFL to say, hey, F you, I'm not giving you none of your money back. We don't care what the weather's like. What's up, Gemini?
I just want to point out, though, that I would like to see these amputees because as we know, that people in Green Bay will be outside with no shirt on.
Ooh, that's an interesting point.
My point is, look, let me tell you something. I canceled my granddaughter's bounce house because it was a 30% chance of rain. If you know that it's going to be cold, what did you wear? Did you have on shorts and your jersey thinking you were cute?
That's a good point.
I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? Because it was how many other thousands of people in that stadium, and I'm sure that these amputees, unless you had maybe some pre-existing conditions, you were not dressed for the weather. If I know that I'm going to a game and it's cold, I got on 15 layers of clothes. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to peel off clothes when I get home. I'm not putting on my North Face jacket and a pair of khakis.
Well, I'm going to say this. This was not reported by the NFL. This was reported by the hospital. So the hospital literally reported, they were like, man, a lot of people losing these fingers and toes for this. So next week in the Pick Six, I'm going to ask y'all, one of the questions going to be, what event would you have been willing to lose a finger or a toe to be in attendance? Historically, what event would you have loved to be in and you would be willing to lose a finger or a toe? What'd you say, Ms. Manhattan?
I'm about to tell y'all an event that I almost lost my damn toes. It was awesome. And there was some event at Club Blue, and I was standing on the outside, kind of like next door to the Majestic, with the itty bitty little dress on with some heels.
You talking about that snowstorm in February when
it
was here in Dallas? Yeah.
I didn't feel for the whole. I think that happened like on a Saturday. I didn't start feeling my toes until like the next week.
So you was an amputee. You almost had your joints cut off. That was your fault for being out there trying to be cute
with your toes out. Get out of here.
This was gonna be Ms.Manhattan.
We're gonna be no open with you no more.
I might not have toes, and y'all just don't know it.
Oh, we've seen you open there. Stop playing.
I've seen your toes.
Oh man,
you're doing like this dancing. We didn't see all that. Come on.
Oh goodness, yeah. Well, shout out to the people that got the amputated limbs. I hope it was worth it. That's a rough one. I'm gonna tell you right now, I wouldn't have went. I would have had to lose that money. All right, y'all. For the yeet of the week, this is gonna be a pretty simple one. It's not super elaborate, but this story caught my attention, and it's a personal and I guess you could say something that's near to dear to Kevin and our heart is the Georgetown Hoyas. Now, most of y'all don't think of Georgetown as a basketball school anymore, and if you do, it's probably in the olden days when they had AI and Patrick Ewing and so forth. But recently, Georgetown had a tumultuous season that started off in the fall with the losing of head coach Tasha Butts to cancer. She died right before the eve of the school season getting started, and interim head coach who was new to the program about 3 months before that, Darnell Haney, who just so happens to be a You Got Next alumni. This reason this is worthy is because you lose your coach, but this team never stayed down. They had a bumpy season. It wasn't just an incredible record, but they kept fighting, and all of a sudden they make it into the postseason tournament and went all the way to the championship final before losing to a traditional powerhouse in UConn. To me, even though you lost, that team won. That team won, and it was recently announced that the interim head coach, Darnell Haney, is now going to be taking over full-time as the full-time head coach of the Georgetown Lady Hoyas. So, for being outstanding, for being extraordinary, for being elite, you deserve a yeet. Let's go home.
All right, y'all. So it's time for the 2-minute to 3-minute warning. So let's do some last-minute shout-outs. KD, who you shouting out this week?
So who am I gonna shout out? Just shout out to all the ladies again, who are doing their thing, surviving out here, surviving and making things happen. Shout out to y'all.
All right, Casey.
Well, here was my shout out before B. Jones did the yeet.
So we're gonna announce tonight. You're gonna hear that Georgetown and Coach Haney are in discussions for him to become the next head coach.
So B. Jones and I, we were thinking alike, but that was going to be my shout out tonight. Shout out to Coach Haney, one of the dopest individuals in the game.
Super dope.
When he walked into a room, everybody knows him. He's a very dope brother, so congratulations.
And he showed us nothing but love.
Nothing but love.
Definitely go watch his show on our YouTube page with Coach Haney. He's super dope. And in mine, I'm going to take Coach Haney. I'm going to say congratulations to Coach Haney, but I'm also going to say congratulations to UConn, South Carolina, Iowa, all of the teams. And recently we just found out that Rice won their division. And all of the coaches, you know who you are, that rock with You Got Next, and you showed us love throughout the last couple of years. We supporting you. Whether you won your championship or not, we want to say congratulations to another phenomenal season in women's basketball. The game is continuing to grow, and it's due to the work and the heart and the passion and the technical skills and the amazing play and coaching of some of these phenomenal individuals. So y'all know who you are. I'm sending y'all my game ball and my shout out this week.
All right, and I would like to shout out. I need to find it because I want to get the the title correct. But you guys remember my cousin Brandon Brantley that we had on the show, maybe 2020. He's the assistant coach at Purdue for men's basketball. He is the Howard Moore Big Assistant Coach of the Year. So shout out to him. Yes. So shout out to him and congratulations to him as well. And I believe their team is advancing. So yay to my family. And then shout out, I have to give a special shout out to all of my friends, my lady friends, because you ladies have held me down in my time of turmoil and struggle and everything else. And I appreciate y'all always being there and listening to my stories, baby, because my stories be funny. You know what? I in about 2 years, because I can't never tell you in real time, but in about 2 years, I'm gonna have a story for y'all. You're gonna be like, what? And I'm gonna be like, Gemini strikes again. So there we go.
Hey, and I'm gonna finish with this. We had a lot of people watching us tonight, and we just want to say thank you to everybody who tuned in. It's a Wednesday night. We truly appreciate the support. We can't do this without you, but I'm gonna challenge each and every one of y'all out there. Bring a friend next week, and let's get this thing loud and rowdy and turn up the volume. We can't do it without you, but we need you to take that extra step. Make sure you like the show if you're watching it right now, and make sure you share this joint with as many people as y'all possibly can, so we can get this thing popping next Wednesday night. Y'all already know we got some dope topics coming back at you next Wednesday with how you gonna spend your lottery money. So hold us down.
All right, KD, damn it, you bring 3 friends. I'll bunny hop for you with a low cut shirt on. All right, y'all, that is it for us this evening. We will see y'all next week.
You already know what time it is, Sports Life Talk, and if you didn't know, you didn't set your reminder. You need to set your reminder, man. Sports Life Talk through your speakers and your headphones. Get to know the name and let your friends know. Ask who's got their game on lock, like a chain around a box, no bento. Legos in the end zone, building on a height from the scoreboard that we're adding to. Consistent with the content on a whole different magnitude. Working front to back like a lateral pass, and the attitude matches the aptitude. That's why we're glad to do Sports Life Talk, counting down the clock till the next episode drops, yeah. Sports Life Talk, counting down the clock till the next episode drops, yeah.
Hey, we had a bunch of people watching that joint. I'm talking about a bunch.
We're at only